Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. My name is Keely Austin. Today is Takeoff Tuesday. It is February 23rd and I'm excited to be here with you today. Our quote of the day today is entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Renatus National Conference is coming up. It's right around the corner. Just a couple of things. I'm sure you've already marked your calendar. I've been talking about this for months and months now. It's March 18th through the 20th, 3 full days of fantastic training. That's all going to be online. The early bird special ends this Sunday, so make sure you get your tickets today. Go ahead and get that taken care of. That way you are paying, I believe it's $50 less than what it's going to be after Sunday. So do make sure you get those tickets purchased. And also make sure that your address in Helios is correct, because for the national conference, if you've never been there before, there's awards, there's t-shirts, there's some really fun swag that they will send out to us. So you absolutely want to make sure that your address is correct in the Helios system. So please, if you haven't checked on that recently, just go back in there and make sure everything is up to date in your Helios back office. Excited to see you all for our national conference. We also have our dates for leadership retreat. We're going to be going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, August 20th through the 24th. Leadership retreat is always a blast. I'm really excited to see you there. Every Monday at 4 p.m., we have our Founders Live. Yesterday, all of the PAC team came out and shared the importance of being at nationals. And so I hope you were able to tune into the Founders Live. And if not, catch the recording. You can always find the replay in the Facebook page, the Renatus Founders Live Facebook page. Tune in on Monday nights at 7 p.m. to our national study groups. And also we are now doing a national onboarding session for new students, which I think is fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. Download the Renatus Helios app if you haven't already. There's some really great features with that. You can share the videos with your guests. Each day there is a new money mastery video uploaded to the app, and you can share that with your guests. So that's a really cool feature. Just a couple of events I wanted to make sure that you are aware of. Every Thursday, we have our private capital masterclass at 6 p.m. Every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to about 9:30, 9:45, we have our dream call, the daily real estate action mastermind. Then we've got our daily team marketing call that we're on right now. It's from 8 to 9, Monday through Friday, and also our Zoom up call. That is every day, Monday through Friday, every weekday at noon, and it's only about 15 to 20 minutes long, and each day is a different story of a student from across the nation, someone who is making big things happen in their business. And so we get to hear what they've been up to and what Renatus has done for them. This is a really powerful exposure for your guests. So make sure you are getting your guests on these Zoom up calls. It's really fun to be there live and in action. If you're not able to make it live, catch the recording, send your guests the playlist. To tune in live, just look at the bottom of the screen here. You can see bit.ly/zoomup with a capital Z. Just type that into your URL at noon, Monday through Friday, to join the Zoom up call live. OES is a place where you can sign up for the OES, and you can also learn about what the optional event subscription is, why it's important to be a part of that, what comes with it. So do check out that website if you haven't yet. If you're looking to introduce your guests to the Profits Education, you can do that by getting them plugged in with Bob Tierney's intro presentation every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. You can catch the event in Helios. Make sure you get registered for that. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we have a virtual house tour. These have been really, really, really fun. We get to see all kinds of different deals being worked on. And just the numbers are always really, really inspiring. And we get to see a lot of different creative acquisition strategies, creative exit strategies. And of course, make sure you're getting your guests to these property tours. We also have a property tour on Thursday. It's offered in Spanish, where on Wednesday it's offered in English. Everything else here on Thursday is in English. So we have our Pillars of Wealth intro presentation, a follow-up and funding webinar. We've got an onboarding session, a Velocity banking study group, as well as multifamily wholesaling and short-term rental study groups. Lots happening on Thursdays. Make sure you tune in. We do record these morning calls. We are on Facebook Live through the Renatus Team Elevate page. Definitely become a part of that page if you're not already. There's a lot of important announcements there, plus you get to network with the team. And then we have our YouTube channel where you can catch these recordings as well as the Zoom up call recordings that I mentioned just a moment ago. So today we do get to learn from Mr. Michael Huggins. Again, today we're going to be going over the 10-day challenge, but first let's do our exercise with the Money Matrix video. So we'll shift over to that here just one moment while I get that set up. And make sure to pay attention. We're going to take a few minutes at the end of the video to do the exercise together.
This woman shattered the Silicon Valley venture capitalist glass ceiling by doing this one thing.
Get 2 answers from the question from the work this morning, and then we'll jump into the 10-day challenge. So I'd like to hear from 2 people that we don't usually hear from. So can I get 2 volunteers to come out and share what cause they want to get involved in and what they want to see work and how they can get involved today. All right, so I got Bilal.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I really would love to start building like a sanctuary to help chimpanzees because they're getting like endangered, and gorillas, but I honestly couldn't figure out how I can get involved. I have no idea how I can get involved and start my first step towards working for that goal.
Okay, folks, Bilal needs some ideas. He wants to support the advanced primates and make sure that they don't get murdered.
Maybe contact some sanctuaries that are already having primates and see how they got started, or organizations they were.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, that's all I was saying is whatever organizations they work with or have got funding from.
Zoo also would be a good source. So ask around at the zoo.
Look up some sanctuaries and make a donation. That's something you can do like right now today is make a donation.
$5, $10, $1,000.
How about put together a nonprofit that then feeds into one of those sanctuaries? That is perpetual. It has perpetual income coming in to help fund it.
Let's perpetuate. All right. Another thing in the chat was the Jane Goodall Foundation. And Nicholas, there's something up with your audio. It said you were talking, but I didn't hear anything. And Pete says, do the funky gibbon. I don't know what the funky gibbon is, but do it.
Yeah, sorry, Michael. I disconnected and reconnected. I wasn't having any audio. So.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, seeing as how you're off mute, why don't you tell us your cause that you want to see in the world being taken care of and created?
My cause would be just to educate everybody financially. I mean, with what we're not taught in schools, the financial awareness, how to properly use the money that we have in our lives and be able to use that for greater purposes rather than just being wasteful with our money.
Okay, I see where you're going, but you have like a giant boulder and I need you to make it like a little grain of sand. Okay, so can you refine what you were saying? Teach financial awareness. Okay. That would be like Bilal saying, save the animals. Well, he said, no, I want to save chimpanzees. Okay. So can you make it a little more granular and tell us, dial it in a little bit more, what you're wanting to do? So think about. Okay, so that was like a half a share because I just told him. So that's fine, Nicholas. Just be thinking about that a little bit more. Signal is bad. Gotcha. All right, one more person, real quick, come out. Who would like to share? You can raise your hand or type in the chat. But it's not, okay, go back to the, we just pull up the question, Keely. You don't have to share it, but just read it again. It's not like what good thing do you want to see in the world? That wasn't the question. It was what cause or what aid do you want to facilitate in the world? The guy was talking about helping people see, and he had a very specific methodology for that. So maybe some of you have never even thought about this kind of thing before in your life. Okay, Miri is ready to go. Let's hear from Miri. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. So my cause has been, for quite a while, it's human trafficking, really been in my heart for many, many, many years. And, you know, doing like what I could, I try to get involved more, like not only giving money, that's not only my thing. I really would like to be truly involved. So my daughter is involved with that more in the field. So I'm trying to find a way to do so it's okay. So what would be my more not in field rather than when people come out of it, and when you rehab them and rehabilitate them, get back to their feet, and you know, to start, you know, getting to live normal life. That's would be where I want to be. That's what I'm looking into, putting my time into it. So it's not only just giving money. It's all wonderful to give money, but I like to be really hands-on on that part. So that's it.
Okay. Well, we're rooting for you.
Hey, Mary, there's like charity that you could actually do that. I know there's one that I support that actually like for children. And okay. Yeah, but there's a lot. If you call around in your area, just especially, maybe if you go to a church, they normally know.
Yeah, we do that, but I particularly really the OUR, which we all know because he spoke in our convention, but before that, and my daughter's involved with them in capacities, so I'm kind of looking in that, hopefully. But yes, anything would be great. Thank you.
What about maybe getting a house or some place that they could transition in, something like that?
Exactly, that would be absolutely awesome. That would be the ultimate, to be having a facility like that or home and that they can be staying in for transition. Absolutely.
So reach out to, there's 2 of our team members who are doing something similar, but with addiction instead of trafficking. Mm-hmm. They create these houses for people. And so they're working with their local government to make sure that things are funded and resources are available. Esther Hahn and is it Keo Jones? Wasn't she doing something down in Arizona with sober living?
She's got a sober living home.
Keo Jones and Esther Hahn are both doing a sober living type of thing. And so that's in the area, so get connected with them.
There is also Maureen King. They are in Hawaii, and they are very active in supporting that. Maureen is a treasurer for the movement on trafficking, supporting trafficking here in Hawaii. So her name is Maureen King. That's a good contact too.
There you go.
Thanks.
All right, folks. I know a lot of you have ideas and things that you want to see created in the world, and so that's one reason why we all need to make more money, and not just make more money, but develop as a person so that we have the time, energy, and relationships to make those things happen. So let's keep it going. And with that being said, let's talk about the 10-day challenge. Oh my goodness. We are creating a revolution with this thing. I see us doing 10-day challenges, maybe quarterly, and then just scooping up the sales once a quarter kind of thing. I can definitely see people wanting to be around us more and crave this support. So one quick thing, I sent a few of you some private messages, but I just want to share it with everyone. I see something a contradiction we need to fix. I see ICMs read through the post and then they tag all of their guests. Now, there's a challenge with this in that you're forgetting something. It's fine to tag them. We want them to see it and get the notification. But in the post that you're tagging them in, it says comment clear once you've read this. So if you just tag them and you don't actually type the comment of the instruction from the post, then one of two things are happening. Either you didn't read it, which then gives your guest permission to not read it, or you didn't follow instructions, which then gives your guest permission to not follow instructions. Okay, so any post that you tagged your people in, every unit that we made has comment clear after you read it. So if you tag people and you don't comment clear, do you see the silliness that can come from that? Okay, Keely sees it. Andres, maybe. Am I making sense, Gilda, Miri? Yes, okay. So yeah, I sent a few of you some messages. So some of you need to go back today and just go and comment clear on the things you forgot to go comment on so that you can lead by example, because we want them to be engaged as well. Okay, so first major.
More than put a heart or a thumbs up or something like that, you're actually saying go and write something in the challenge with comment clear. I'm not clear on that.
Have you read an entire post that we made?
Are you talking about in the challenge?
Yeah, in the guides. You know, we got all the day in the guides, and there's a big long post, all those words and assignments and stuff, and then at the bottom is the video. In the wording, in the assignment, have you read it all?
Yes.
Go do it again, because all it says to do, everyone here on the line, is once you've read this, type in the word clear.
Oh, that clear. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were referring to when we make posts under individual videos of people who are in the challenge. That's where I got confused. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be weird to type clear under people's videos. All right, good question. Okay. All right, thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Lorraine and Daniel. Got it. Andres, wonderful. Okay, so let's see. All right, so everyone saw my video yesterday. Okay, so what, thanks, Anna. So what about, so let's get clear on this to make sure that we're taking the most opportunity from here. And again, this is a mastermind strategy session, so I want to make sure we're all painting a clear picture for our guests so that as we move them through this experience, all the language matches up. So from the video I made yesterday, what questions or clarity do you need? And then we can jump further into detail. Some of you were like, oh, video.
I haven't seen your video yet, Michael. When did you post it? On Facebook last night or something?
Yeah, I did it before Darren went live.
Okay, one question. Was it in the guide or only out in the main part in the discussions?
It's in the announcement.
In the announcements. Okay. Yeah, I missed that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yep, so everyone go back and check the announcements. And Laura, I don't know, something's weird about your phone today, but there's a little bit of an echo. Not when you're on mute, obviously, but yeah, when you were talking, I could hear myself. Anyway, okay, so one of my ideas that I'm trying to bring into fruition through this challenge is a more structured approach to our training. We got this like willy-nilly Wild West. Who gives a crap? You got your own schedule and a lifetime membership, baby. And to some people, they're like, wonderful. And other people are like, oh, crap. What do I do? Where do I go? What? And what does a confused mind do? It stops. So we are going to answer those questions. What should I do over the next 30, 60, 90 days, 3, 6, 9, and 12 months? Okay. And so this is a unique challenge because some people are already financially savvy and some people are complete ding-dongs. And so how do we make a 12-month roadmap that's powerful for everyone on the scale? Okay. So this is going to be an ongoing discovery. I'm going to use the word discovery because we want to discover how to help these people move through a 12-month structured program. But we're not actually giving them advice, so we're not, getting in trouble with, like financial advice. But how do we make it so that, it's valuable to someone who's done 10 or 20 flips, and it's valuable to someone who works for 12 bucks an hour and has never done anything like this? So I'm thinking because we're more focused on, we're an education company, that we start more towards the beginner language, and anyone who's advanced can just kind of take it at their own pace, but we more focus on the beginner people. And so if we want to take advantage of the way corporate does their study groups, it's kind of slow, in my opinion, right? Isn't it 2 weeks for one class? It's kind of slow. So maybe we have 2 paths, and we get a group of people that says, I can only do a class every 2 weeks. And then there's a group that says I can do a class every week. Again, I'm just thinking out loud here. Sorry, these ideas are kind of scattered, but here's another idea that just came up. I want to make a feedback website. So once people are done with the 10-day challenge, and all of you as well, go and fill out this feedback form and tell us your experience. Then at the end of that, once they've filled out all their info, that we captured their info, then at the end of that, we'll say, hey, do you want to invite a friend to take our next 10-day challenge? Give them this link. And then that link will be coded to them. So any guests that come in through there will be coded to them, and that guest is coded to you. So I'm going to be talking with the website developer on our team after the dream call today to get that started, because we basically need that like by Thursday. So we can send this message out, and you can start sending out this feedback website. And we can capture a lot of data from people and then invite them to continue spreading the word. So that's another idea that we're gonna implement. But it's what I want to do is make sure that you can tell right now by this call, we are making this up as we go. Can you tell? Right, we're taking experiences from other places, so it's not totally new, but this idea we are making up as we go. It's successful, people are loving it. And we were thinking, all right, after the 10-day challenge, people would just buy and we would move on. But I want to make it better than that. I want to make it something that those people, at nationals next year, we get 100 people that says, I started in the 10-day challenge and here's what's happened in my first year. And we get 100 of those. And then we just get this new wave of people that say, yep, I started in Renatus in the 10-day challenge, instead of, oh, I came to a house tour, I came to an intensive. It's just, I came to a 10-day challenge and blew my mind. So making sure that we move these people through an experience. So at the end of the feedback session, we need each other's help to stay organized, okay? Because if we want one central communication, then all the sales that each and all of you have made and all the other ICMs, you're going to help me get the message out because there's only 80 of you on here and we got 1,000 ICMs participating. When we move your customer through this experience, it has to be okay, well, I just lost my train of thought. So there's 80 of us. We need to get 1 million people on here. What was I saying right before this? Making it up as we go.
You're just talking about how you want people to look back and say, I started at the challenge.
Oh, right. I just remember now. So tracking. When your customer enrolls, maybe we have another website, new idea just now. Maybe we have another website that all the ICMs go to put their customer in, say this person joined in the 10-day challenge. The reason I'm suggesting this is because if we all have this master list of everyone that joined, then just me could do the email to everyone every other week or once a month to the group that joined and keep them moving through this 12-month experience. Instead of me trying to make something and then you pass it to them and they pass it, and then people get left out. If it's all in one spot, then me and the leadership team can make the assignments, make the emails, because people are doing it because of the assignment. They're not doing it because of the video. They're doing it because they're reading the assignment that's attached to the video. So if we continue throughout this experience of watching the Renatus trainings and making some assignments out of that people can go and check and get the actual result and the progress from, then we can set quarterly summits, check in with everyone and keep moving them through this experience. And we'll start a word of mouth marketing machine that we won't be able to stop because people are going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a sec. Hopefully we've captured some of these ideas. Keely, did you write down those 2 website ideas?
I did.
Wonderful. All right, Miri's got her hand up. What's up, Miri?
So, you know, one thing, and I don't know if it's totally something that related, but it is somewhat. What I did with the group that I invited to be on top, because there's so many hundreds of them in our, our challenge. And what I did, I took all their name and put them in my messenger and I did a group there. And I was communicating with them on daily basis. Hey, what you guys like, And they were all in the same page with me. So I was interacting with them, reminding them to go in, to check and all that. So I think that really helped me instead of trying to figure out if they're there, if they did it. It's just an idea for future. I thought it really helpful for me.
Okay. So yeah, Keely, make a note of that. So as we're training the next round of ICMs, if you have more than one lead in there, maybe make a private messenger group to follow that idea. I like it.
Yeah, it's a great idea. The only downside with that, if somebody would say something bad, everybody would get it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That is one of the risks you run.
You know what I found out though, doing that people, when I ask questions, they actually messenger me privately. It was kind of weird. I didn't ask them to do that, but that's what they did. So
okay. Yeah,
I don't know. That's how it worked.
Nice. Okay, Laura, what's up? She's got an idea.
Really, I just have a question for clarification.
Okay.
So just to understand more in your goal of this, after they've purchased the education, we already have their buy-in, you're wanting them to have a richer experience for the first 90 days to be better engaged. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, and if we can, without taking too much time, like the first 12 months, do a more customized experience.
Okay, and you're thinking of this kind of more like an email campaign type way, maybe?
No, not necessarily, but just as a way of staying on point with people, because a lot of people aren't on my team, and so I don't have Gilda's email and all her people to send. I don't have Mike's people and all his people to send. So I want to make a new list so that all of your people are experiencing the same thing at the same time. And that if we're still flushing this idea out, maybe we take whoever signs up. I want to give people 21 days after the graduation call to gather all their funds and take advantage of the bonuses that we're making. And anyone who buys within those 21 days, maybe we make a new private Facebook group, and all the ICMs who made sales and your customers are in there, you can join, and then all the new customers are in. And then that group, we move through a 12-month experience so we can make posts, but some people don't have Facebook notifications turned on all the same way, and so they'll go check email. So my idea around the email is that we make the post in the group and in the email, so we have redundancy so people can't say they're out of the loop.
Okay, so the connecting would come through a Facebook page is what you're thinking. That I didn't know if you were thinking a more study group, or I just didn't know what kind of connection for involvement you were thinking. So you're thinking a Facebook page with posts. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to look into it, but I think we're going to do Workplace by Facebook. That way people aren't super distracted with the nonsense that Facebook has when you first load it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty anti-Facebook, but I do it for work.
Same thing here. But so that 30-day challenge that I went through that inspired all this, he said, hey, if you want to move forward with us for the next year, we have a space for you to participate in that's not a traditional Facebook group. And then I was like, oh, good, because I hate logging in Facebook. Not because I don't love all your beautiful faces, but the algorithms and the ads and the mess and I don't want to be around all that. So let's look into Workplace, and then that way you just go straight to Workplace instead of to Facebook to find your group. And then, yeah, like once a week, we would have like the assignment, or maybe twice a week, we would say, all right, here's your video, here's your assignment. And then we would just keep them accountable and active and supporting each other through this thing.
I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm envisioning. So it has to be clean from all of us, because we're going to try to do our best for the group follow-up, but all of you are going to individually process the orders and get people in. So I just want to make sure we're all seeing the same vision here. So Thursday is the graduation call. Now, the original idea before starting the 10-day challenge was on Wednesday, when we wrap up the 10th day, we would just then invite them to a Thursday intro. And that was okay. But after watching all the dynamics of this thing unfold, I don't think that that's good enough. It would just be kind of weird to have people who don't know about the 10-day challenge in the room with people who just went through it and then trying to pitch Renatus. So I want to make a separate pitch. Now, if you want to bring them, then by all means, bring them. That's totally fine. But I was thinking we just make a smaller, shorter pitch inside the group. So when we celebrate them on the graduation, and then at the end, we say, if you want to move forward with us, this is what you can experience. And then we talk about, the Monday night study groups, the coaching calls, the whole system that we have. And then for the fast action takers who get their essentials, they get this. And for the fast action takers who get their combo within 21 days, you get this bonus, 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 bonus. And so we want to cover that on Thursday as well as the graduation. So I need to basically make a whole new presentation. Not a whole new, but like it's gotta be custom for these people. Okay, and then Friday and Saturday, we're calling it the strategic planning session. Do you know what that really is? It's a follow-up. Okay, it's a follow-up. But people don't know what the hell a follow-up means. There's no context for that. So what we're going to do there, it's going to be about 2 hours, and then we're going to go through the phases, and we're going to kind of paint this picture of what it would look like. If you're going to be a part of our ecosystem over the next 12 months, well, we've broken it down into 4 90-day challenges. We've broken those 90-day challenges down into weekly steps. And so if you just paint by numbers, sometimes I just want to shake people. If you just paint by numbers and you don't stop painting, you're going to get your art. You're going to get your masterpiece. It's going to be done. So that's what we're doing. So we can paint this picture of what a 12-month experience would look like. And then we know, hey, after 12 months, you are well entrenched in our system, but now you can have a 24, 36-month experience with us because you already paid. It's a lifetime membership. So I'm thinking about little tasks and maybe like a checklist that we're going to create over time. Again, if anyone can bring ideas and maybe some time to making sure that this experience works great over the next 12 months for these people, we're all open for this stuff. So Friday night at 6 and Saturday night at noon are going to be the same follow-up. It's going to be the same Q&A. We're going to go over the roadmap. We're going to go over the 30, 60, 90-day experience. We're going to go over what to expect. We're going to go over what they're actually going to be buying. We'll go over funding options, HELOCs, 401ks, all that. And then we'll go over the bonuses and we'll tell them, hey, if you take action basically this weekend, fast action bonus. Get your order in now. And then maybe, you know, it takes you a week or 2 or 3 to organize your funds so that you can be in. And then we'll give them a 30 days assignment. And then what I want to do, I still need to get with Kendall and Darren, is start doing like what we did with Tony Scotti, where we do something accountable to the class and the curriculum, and then we come and talk about it. So maybe we do once a month with Kendall and Darren for the first 6 months, or maybe we do once a week for the first 6 weeks, something like that. We're still working out. ¿Tienes preguntas, Ana?
Hey, Michael.
Yes.
Well, since people are going to be on different levels of time commitment for their learning or which class they want to jump into first based on their interest, are you thinking of maybe being connected to the hours of engagement that they have with their education, or how are you going to try to keep their level of engagement with their education progress in a measured kind of a work? Have that be their drive? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm just making it 2 groups. One that does a class a week and one that does a class every other week. And the people who do a class every other week can go into the corporate support system. And the people who want to do it every week, we create a new kind of group thing. And also remember to use the results mingles that are happening. Getting more people involved in that stuff. Chickens are going crazy. One of them's on my porch now.
Hey, Michael.
Yes. Gina, what's up?
So the workplace would be only for those who became students, and it's not for the ones that could become students later.
No.
Okay. And how do we protect like the ones that we have in the group right now that are still not in the Renato system?
So the next thing I want everyone to do, well, let's think about this too. I need my registration folks. I need your brain for a second. What if we go and make a, thinking out loud here, if we make an event for Thursday, let's say Thursday morning, and you go and put all of your serious leads in there, people who are engaged, and then anyone who's in that group, we check in. We just check them in, check them in, check them in. Now they're coded to you. That would be a lot of checking in, but Keely, Esther, Anna, what do you think about this? Gilda, what is it? Tell me this idea. Is it worth it?
As long as we've got a team of people checking in, then I don't see why that would be a problem.
Yeah.
That would be pretty simple.
That's great. I can help.
Yeah, maybe we say the qualification to put them into that group is they have to have made at least 1 video inside the challenge. Because then we know they attended, so to speak, right? Okay, any downsides to this idea other than the amount of volunteer work we need to get it done? Are there any downsides to a registration system like that?
We might have lower people in the group about videos. I mean, I know my people didn't post videos, so I wouldn't be able to put them in the group.
Your people didn't post any videos?
No. They just, like, one didn't post any videos, one just wrote in comments. So
did you post any videos?
Huh?
Did you post any videos?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been posting videos. You ain't seen my mug out there, Michael?
No, there's so freaking many, dude.
It's okay. You can search, but it's okay.
I will search. Who to search when you're sitting there with the search bar? Who to search for? No.
I know, I'm just joking.
Okay, Michelle Torres, go to the announcement section inside the group and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me give you a quick glance at what Workplace looks like for the group challenge that I'm in. Okay, so the thing is called the Warrior Shelter. It's a pretty cool thing. But so this is what's inspiring me. So he has two things. One's called the Fireside Chat. Okay, 1,400 people in this secret group. Now it's based in the Facebook platform, but it's not Facebook, as you can see. Okay, and so the Fireside Chat is like the founders webinar. Once a week, the CEO comes out and does a lesson and a training for the group. Okay, so everyone comes and watches that. Then this Warrior Shelter is kind of like the it's just kind of like our Renata's Team Elevate group right now. It's just anyone who joins at any time, put your butt in that group and get caught up. Okay. But the guy got inspired by about 100 or so people in my 30-day challenge that went through it, and he was like, holy crap, you guys need something special and secret, or not secret, but something special and private. So he created this. So we're Wake Up Warrior Challenge 3. So he'd already done 2, but then he's now on his 5th one, but I was in group 3, and he was like, all right, you know what, guys, we're gonna make your own private groups. There's 124. And normally in the regular shelter, it's just a free-for-all because everyone comes in at different times, right? Someone came in this week, next week, last month, last 6 months. And so everyone just moves through their curriculum at their own pace. But this group, the O3 group that I'm in, everyone is moving through the curriculum at the same pace. And so the coach comes out every other day with an assignment. Now his are all around hiking, so they call it summits and benchmarks and base camp and all that stuff. So you might have seen a little bit of that in some of the videos I've made. But then he comes in here and gives the guide. And so this group of 124 people is getting more private focus from him. And he is also making a thing for us as we go. So that's why I don't feel so bad about like making things up as we go, because I'm watching other successful people do it too. And it's still creating value for me. And so as long as we're making sure to create value for our customers, we can make things up as we go. Okay, so this is Workplace, and it's super convenient. And this is where I was thinking we would move all the people who bought into something like this, and then we can make the guides and help them move through everything. Cool.
What platform are you thinking of using? You said not Facebook.
Workplace.
Workplace, okay.
Cool. All right. Well, we need to get on to our dream call. I got some deals we need to Smile and Dial. I got some land owners. I had no idea I'm about to call them, so we need to get in that call. For those of you who aren't a part of our OES and our dream call, get on it. These things are so much fun. Okay, let me just read the chat real quick. Okay, so maybe instead of making it a requirement that they at least made one video, but that they engaged somehow, I guess a text post would be fine. Does that make sense? We're cool with that? If someone types in.
It does, because some people are shy with making videos.
But they
it doesn't mean that they're not interested.
Right. Okay. So let's get.
Agree.
All right. So Keely and I will work on getting something on the calendar, and then all of you got to get busy and put your people in there so we can get them checked in. So we'll let you know about that tomorrow.
Michael, a comment on what you said about putting people's name there on the comments. I have been doing that because some of my people are lost. So I added that name, and I didn't write clear, but I add that name, their names there on the comments to help them finding the video, because some people are not finding the videos.
Okay, I understand. So you still need to comment clear and lead by example.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine to tag them, but you need to do the thing, or else you're just gonna say, all right, cool, I got tagged. You need to do the thing also.
Or within the tag, say, make sure you read this post and follow the instructions as I did, or something like that. But just instead of just tagging, which is something I've done and I could do better, is have an explanation with what the tag is.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense.
Okay, Laura says, well, we're not supposed to be sending emails out to the guests we put in the event registration. We're going to pick a thing so that it doesn't do the automated emails. And then I guess we'll just need to double check that that doesn't happen. What
Dina is, unclear on the clear.
All right, Keely, you help him. Help Dina with the clear.
Go to the 10-day challenge page and you'll see a bar of options. You'll see about, you'll see announcements, you'll see the discussion tab. So there's a bunch of options along the top. Click on guides. And when you go to guides, it's a very clear way to see each day of the challenge, the video, and the assignment. And you'll notice on the assignment post that has the day's assignment, you read through it, it talks about, a short recap of what the video is about, and then talks about what the assignment is, and it will say, watch the video, comment clear if what you read is clear. And so that's what we're talking about, is comment clear once you've read the assignment, and then go do the assignment.
See, that's what I don't understand, because I have been going to all the different ones. I just haven't been able to figure out what comment clear means.
Can you see the screen right now?
Your screen? Let me see. Yes, it's better. Yeah.
Better. Perfect. Okay, check this out, Dina. Every single guide has a video and a text in it. Now, some of the videos have the text on one, some are split. Well, let's just.
And you have more than one video sometimes too.
Yeah, I think once, maybe twice we did. Okay, so. Bueno. Reading day 3. Blah, 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 blah. Read. Here's what to do next.
Right.
Watch this video. If you are clear with the content from the video, then comment clear below.
Yeah, I saw that. And there was another one that said done, comment done when done. I understand the done when done thing. The clear thing is the part that I was having trouble with.
Okay, so what is the word in front of clear?
Comment.
Comment.
So that means that I write the word comment.
Dana,
I'm sorry?
The word clear means that you understand what's going on.
I understand that.
Okay.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to put it.
Yeah, she doesn't know where to comment the word clear at, underneath the video that you just watched.
Yeah, right in the screen, right where it says comment clear below. So the very next place where it says comment is below. And so then you just type in clear. So some people already came in here and typed clear.
Okay, I'll just go and follow them.
Yeah. And then the difference, it says mark this unit as done. It doesn't say comment this unit is done. It says mark is done. So you click on this here to mark it as done. And then you get the little check box.
See, I've been doing that part wrong too. I've been writing the word done.
Okay.
I put the word clear in the videos that was actual video that I watched. Like, yes, what the video said to me was clear. So I guess I misunderstood your wording, but I put clear in that section too.
Yeah, like the one with Jared, we got the text in his video, but then the one with Ben, we did not. Well, actually, we did on his too, huh? Yes, but then
pretty much all of them.
I haven't got it in Richard, so I guess the one we didn't get it on. Oh no, so we didn't get on 7. The video and the word are different for 7. And then the video and the wording are different for day 8.
Okay.
So like right here, we only have 4 comments on day 8.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because that was yesterday, right? And I
Yeah.
haven't done that one yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I
But
gotta
if I
watch
go
it
into the
again because I
comments-
had another, event last night at the same time. But I heard he said that the homework is gonna be done at noon today.
the homework
So what was
review.
that? What's that? I'm gonna read it again, but I don't know if.
Yeah, just go watch the video.
Okay.
Okay, so check this out. So again, it says comment clear below. And let's read the comments. Hey, Keely did it.
Yeah, she did it
Lorraine-
right. So did Judy.
Judy got it, but Lorraine just did her tagging, but we already talked, Lorraine and I did. And then Heather again, same thing. So Lorraine, come back in here right now and just type in clear. Heather, come back in here, type in clear. And let's get it going. Now this one has 107 comments, but it doesn't have the text instructions. So this is just what happens when you're making, now we're not making it up, but we're making it as we go. So lots of thank yous, but no clears. So when we do challenge number 2, we're definitely gonna have a lot more cleaned up. Okay, we are way over time now, way over time.
Thank you. I appreciate the clarifications.
Excellent. All right, folks. Michelle, to sign people up, you click on the orders on the left, and then when that pops up on the top right is a blue button that says add order. You're on mute.
So he doesn't have a card. He wants to put the down payment and then do the financing.
Yeah.
Does it explain there for me to do it as well?
Yep. Yeah, there'll be a box that says continue without discount. You just check that box.
Okay, so now that I get him signed up, it'll be probably later today. Then I forward him to what we're doing now.
Sure, you can get him caught up.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, folks. Yeah, thanks for participating. I will see some of you in the dream call. Giddy up.